I'm on hiatus. I'm on hiatus. I'm on hiatus. Baby, don't.
Hey y'all, I'm just sitting here chilling with the baby. I just picked her up, so I'm trying to give her a moment to calm her nerves with her little transition. Say hi, Tana Bear. So yeah, better news today. The doctor called me this morning. Oh jeez. Okay, there she goes. Going back up. What are you doing? Can I see you? Are you yawning? There she goes. And there she goes again. She's probably pooping. So yeah, she called me and said that she bumped her down today back to 3 because she did so well last night, which is good news. Thank you guys. I'm reading my comments now as I was sitting here about the suggestions for ways to speak to her alternative doctor, and they helped me out a lot, and she's going in the right direction, you know, so that's all we can hope for. Yawning. Yeah, she's destatting a little bit. She's hanging right there below. There she goes back up. Sorry, y'all. Like I said, this stuff is in real time. What's she looking like that for? Don't she look like she just like, oh, what's going on? Got her too big outfit on. People, and that's another thing about being in the NICU, y'all. So many people give her clothes and things. I guess they donate. And I'm mad because I went to Target and spent like some of my baby shower money, like gift cards, on clothes for her. And she got a whole wardrobe back there. I'm like, I could have used this on big ticket items. Like, what are you doing? So make that note. If you are a preemie mom or becoming a preemie mom, just know that your baby may have a whole new wardrobe in the NICU, but so many groups donate things and do things, which is a blessing. So yeah, oh, she's behaving so well now. And she just needed to relax and chill. But yeah, so that's awesome news. She's going down to 3. Hopefully tomorrow she'll go down to 2.5 and we can get down to 2 so that I can start breastfeeding her. I'm really trying to get to 2, y'all. So I don't know if it was me just being impatient or not impatient, because I don't want to rush her. I haven't rushed her. We've been here since October, and it doesn't even feel that way. It feels like maybe 2-3 weeks we've been here, to me. So my issue is definitely not timing. My issue is just making sure that she's getting to her milestones like she should be, if that makes sense. But yeah, we're having a great day today. Just came here to bond with the baby and breastfeed, and this is all I really can do. She's so sleepy. It's kind of bond with her and sit with her until we get. Oh, your tube is out. That was what was wrong with her. Her feeding tube came out. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's weird. And she probably don't know what to do without it in, and I'm gonna see what she does. Hey, pretty girl. You clean your eye boogers out. But I don't want you squirming and screaming in my lap. But yeah, so anyway, that's what we got going on, y'all. I don't want to sit here and bore you all with all of this, but this is what I do every day. Sit here and hold her. I'm grateful for the update, though. I'm grateful that she's moving in the right direction now. And we'll just take it one day at a time like we've been doing. So, yep. And today I'm still waiting. Of course, when the doctor called me to update me, she called. They normally call me before I leave home to come see her. I see her like after 1 o'clock. Normally I'm up in the morning, and Mason came home last night, so I needed to get up with him and kind of get him acclimated back into reality. And he goes back to school tomorrow, so he was out today. So I kind of hung out with him this morning and made him his breakfast and gave him his, checklist to make sure his chores were done. And so then I got out here, and then I got to go over to my mom. That's where I'm heading next. And yeah, so it's back to reality. She don't know what to do without that tube, probably. I'm gonna call her nurse to get it back to her, cause she's gonna eat again in about an hour or two. But all right, y'all, let me go. This is long enough. I just wanted to show y'all baby cooing and squirming and doing what she does, and give you guys the good update. And yeah, we'll see you in the next clip. Say bye, Tana Bear. Here she go. All right, you all. So, um, Tana Bear is asleep. You can barely see her. Oh, she's doing okay. Let's see here. She makes the weirdest noises. Okay. So, all right, you all. So, today is a new day, and so the neurosurgeon's nurse practitioner came over and talked to me about why they leave the reservoir in her head. So, I will give you the end result first, and then kind of backtrack and talk about it. So, she helped me. They're not gonna take it out, and she helped me understand why. Because my issue was that I just don't see how y'all would leave a foreign body in someone's head, of all places, that is not needed. Um, so they kept passing, messages through each other, and I'm like, no, someone needs to come here and talk to me. Like, I have to advocate for my baby, like you guys were telling me in the comments. Just I need to understand these things. This is my child. I have to go home with her eventually. And I have to care for someone with a reservoir in their head that may fall on it, bump it, it may malfunction. I don't know. I just don't know, right? And so she did come down and explain to me that unless Tana Bear needs another surgery, be an NG tube, say like a G tube, where she's not eating well. And to go home, they have to put the feeding tube in her until she can start learn to suck and swallow and breathe properly, which we haven't got there yet, so we don't know what she's gonna do. So unless she needs that or hernia surgery, because she has a tiny hernia, which they don't anticipate she'll need surgery for that. Um, that's the only way they'll go in and take it out, because it's too minor of a surgery to put a newborn infant preemie, you know, under. They'd have to ventilate her, things that she's just graduated from. They don't want to have to take her back and she regresses. And so that made sense to me. The reservoir is not, I mean, you can't tell it's there. I just talked to my mom before I got here, and she let me know that she talked to my godmom, and my godmom did say that, yeah, a lot of times they leave it in these babies, but I just thought that, take it out, like, or, you placed it in there, and you didn't tell me, oh, if she doesn't need the shunt, we just leave this thing in their head. They were like, this is a temporary fix so that we can tap it whenever. Because if that was the case, I wish they would have just drained the fluid as needed off the baby with the syringe, But also, we didn't know that the hydrocephalus would resolve itself. So maybe they were anticipating more draining, and they didn't want to hit her with that syringe so often, just to upset her or whatever. So, long story long, we are keeping the reservoir in. They said until she's about 1 year old. Another issue I had was, while she is in the NICU, with insurance purposes, deductibles are met, and I'm just like, well, we need to do things financially. Hold on. She's coming back up. We need to do things financially. Where, her supplemental insurance can kick in, because we're not going to have that once she's discharged from the NICU. Then we're looking at thousands of dollars in medical bills, where I'm like, you guys could just do it now, but I don't want to risk her to save money, right? We'll pay the money, whatever it is. We'll pay it, but it's going to be a lot more expensive to do it once she's out of NICU. But anyway, let me show you guys her head now, what it looks like with the reservoir in. And her hair grows really slow. Everybody's like, because my hair is long, so everybody's like, oh, your baby's going to have a lot of hair. I'm like, you don't know that. Our babies come out bald in my family. We don't have hair like that. And so she didn't have much hair. So yeah, let me show you guys her head, and I'll be right back. You ready for your close-up, girl? So this is her little bump here. I'm glad she turned. She's trying to show y'all. So once her hair grows in, and remember they shaved all the hair up front, and so it has to grow back. And they shaved her all the way across, so the hair is gonna cover it. So I'm not so much worried about vanity anyway. I was just worried about having something in her head that she doesn't need, So yeah, it's just a little bump. And pull back. And that's what you really can't tell it's there. But I'd like it gone. And whatever this little dot is here, on the face, it's not moving. I've been working on trying to get it out, but she's not happy when I do that. So Yeah, let me get her situated, guys, because she's moving around a lot. I don't know. Maybe she's uncomfortable. Or trying to get comfortable. I don't know. She's leaning to the side here. So, yeah, let me just see.
Put you on your side. I think side lying is nice and comfortable for them. That way they're not like flailing around. Going, where are my arms and
Because she's
legs
wild.
going? Yeah, and she's wild. You want to get just enough to kind of moisten up your hands. And then when you're not wearing gloves, your hands will want to soak it up. So you might need a little more. So I just like to come in and say, hey, I'm going to touch you. Is that okay? And sometimes they're a little bit like, ooh, you know,
Yeah.
ticklish. So I'll start with like kind of this prolonged, like like a greeting touch, okay? Like, oh, we're going to do a little massage. And she's nice and calm. So then it's just like a milking motion almost. Just kind of some firm, gentle pressure. Just kind of get the whole circumference of the leg and just kind of come down nice and easy like that. Okay. Putting about like that much. Okay. So enough that it's not too hard, but you don't want to be tickling her either. What do you think about that? If it's too light, it's kind of tickly, you know.
She looks like she's calm.
Don't mind that at all, do you? Yeah. And then you can come up with some kind of circular motions here. And just kind of come up the whole leg. A lot of times preemies, when that muscle tone starts coming in, you know, when they're really little, they're kind of floppy because they just aren't used to working against gravity, and that muscle tone hasn't really developed yet. But as it starts coming in, it kind of hits the legs first. You probably remember those little legs got real strong, and she wanted to just stick them out all the time.
Oh, yeah.
So that's normal. But this way, you know, in utero, though, they run into that uterine wall, that boundary, so it kind of keeps it in check. Well, out here, there's not a whole lot keeping that tone in check. So coming in and just doing some little gentle little exercises and some massage kind of helps keep that ease of movement really nice so they don't get stiff. Does that feel good? I don't think you dislike
like me
that.
on bed rest.
Yeah. Oh, was that you on bed rest? Like, somebody rub my legs. Yeah, because when you're not moving much. Okay, honey. I know we got long sleeves on. Can I get your little arm? These look loose enough.
Yeah.
Let me have it.
Get in there.
Yep, I know it. And then the same thing with their little arms. They want to keep them usually really flexed.
Yeah, because she is swaddled a lot, too.
And that's okay. That's good. They like that. They want to be nice and tucked in like that. But, you know, she's getting closer to term age, so we'll come in here and just see if we can work on practicing stretching those arms out and reaching a little bit. Move that little shoulder. See, she doesn't mind. She's like, okay, this is going to feel good. And I like doing this kind of nice therapeutic touch because they get so much procedural kind of touch just with all the medical stuff we have to do. So this kind of teaches, and mommy holding too. But all those things, all the positive touch kind of teaches them like, oh, being touched isn't all bad. It's mostly good. I like it.
And she's done with her little procedures.
Yeah. Are they going to take that out?
They told me they're going to leave it.
Or something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. They're just going to leave it in there.
For a year.
Oh, okay.
They just came in and told me today because I wasn't understanding. Like, why would you leave that in?
It? Yeah.
But they were saying,
just in case.
don't put her back through another, you know, anesthesia procedure. And then just bring her.
That makes sense.
So I was like, well, I understand that.
Yeah.
Oh, you're loving that, girl.
What do you think, honey? Okay, we're going to turn you on your other side. Mommy's going to try. Okay. And then we'll do some little snacks.
Yeah, so she just took her first little pacifier, dipped in my milk, and she went crazy, y'all. I didn't film her because I had to. They wanted me to do it. And we introducing her to bottle feeding. So that's her first step. And now she's eating. And she has 35 minutes left on her food, so I'm going to run and get my food while she eats. And then I'm going to probably go home actually early today. And I'll catch y'all up on that.
I'm really on fire tonight. Can't nobody hold me down. I'm doing whatever now. Ain't got no time to fight. I'm talking way